Brody and I are back whitetail hunting. New spot, never been here before. And we drove up early this morning, and Brody's been kind of sick the last couple of days, so we let him sleep in, and now we're hiking in and seeing if we can find there's quite a few tracks around. But we've got 2 white tags to fill. So we're gonna make our way up this draw and just see what we can find. But kind of crunchy snow, but it's a place where we can kind of get away from some people, hopefully, and see if we can find a buck or a doe. We can shoot doe also. With limited amount of time, we have today and tomorrow, and then I leave 2 days after that for Coos deer in Arizona. So kind of a crunch time trip. So we got to get these whitetail tags filled, so I can make a check mark on my whitetail tag species. So cross your fingers for us. We need some luck to change. I spent a lot of time on base map studying this area, and like I said before, the main reason why I want to come in is to get away from some people, and so much of the area in Idaho where you hunt whitetail, a lot of it's big chunks of private that you can't hunt. So we use base map, studied a lot. Looks like there's some pretty good openings farther up this draw. And we'll be able to sit and see. Talked to a lot of guys this week. Said that the whitetail are rutting pretty good. So we just need to get lucky. Get one of these bucks to be rutted up and chasing a doe. So, but like I said, base map has been my friend on this. Being able to scout this area before I came in here. We are on the last stretch, heading back to the car. Starting to snow a little bit, but yeah, according to the base map, it is about just under 4 miles, which is pretty good. The snow kind of sucks, but yeah, like I said, lots of tracks. Just don't know how old they were. Didn't seem to be super fresh. So we will head back. I think we're gonna get a hotel tonight and make a game plan for tomorrow. Good morning. We've got fresh snow this morning. We're like probably 100 miles away from where we were yesterday. Never been here before, and we found this clear cut. We're gonna go kind of sit down here on the edge and see if we can get lucky. I just spotted a couple deer. We're gonna make our way down in here, see if we can get a shot on one. I think we're just gonna get settled in underneath this tamarack. Those 2 deer got spooked by, I think, a coyote. I think something got shot here. There's a lot of crows around. There's some coyote tracks. So we're just gonna sit down here and see if any more deer will come out where they were headed, or if a buck will. Looks like just 2 does right there. We've been sitting on this clear cut for a while and can't see anything, so there's actually an old logging road that heads down. We're just going to kind of slowly work our way down the logging road and see if we can spot something. Hopefully spot it before it spots us or something. They're over to the left. just got on a few deer. Brody couldn't quite get set up for a shot. It's pretty thick in here. So we're just gonna slowly hunt our way down. Luckily it's really quiet. Good shot, man. Good shot. That was a quick shot, dude. Oh, there's more coming. Dude, that was a good job. There goes another one. Oh, here comes another one. What'd you think of that?
It was quick. Very quick.
They're fast, huh?
They're really fast. I honestly don't even know how I hit it.
You did good. I had some shooting sticks and it was moving too fast. And I don't think I got that great a video of it at all. I was kind of pointed in the direction, but we were more like, this is our last day to hunt whitetail. So Brody, this is Brody's first whitetail. Cool spot. Like I said, we've never been here. I've never even been close to this area. And it snowed last night. And so we were driving, found fresh tracks, found this clear cut, worked our way in. We've just been moving slow. And he got his first whitetail. It's a dope, but it's gonna be, we need some meat, so I'm excited. And he made an awesome shot, honestly. It was offhand, very quick, had to do it all on his own, so we're gonna get down to this thing. These things are such pretty animals. You made a great shot. I think that's just hound's tongue.
Holy frick. Exit horsey.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
That's pretty awesome. There's a lot of shooting going on. We saw quite a few deer. We haven't seen a buck though, which, like I said, with our limited amount of time, Brody was like, I'll shoot a doe. And he made it happen. That was a tough shot. So let's get this thing out of here. We're going to take some pictures. It's going to be beautiful with all this snow and everything. So good job, man.
Thanks.
You guys, what an awesome morning for never being in this place, never even anywhere remotely close to it. Coming in here and finding a deer. We saw there was probably 4 or 5, about 8 deer so far. And we just saw another one, so trying to be a little quiet. But Brody made a really good offhand shot it was about 100 yards. And that's the first time you've ever had to do that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Grandpa got mad at me because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so Grandpa can't get mad anymore because he just did it. But he's always had time to get set up for a shot, and either on a bipod or shooting sticks or something, and he did great. And this 277's the cross, it's super lightweight, keeping this one really lightweight, and he was able to hold it up and made just an awesome shot, and this doe just went right down. So we've still got time. It's only 8 o'clock, and I've still got to try to find a buck. I can shoot a doe also, which if it comes down to it, I might, but trying to shoot these 5 deer species honestly has been pretty stressful this year. So I'm excited about this. If I don't get one, that's okay. I'll figure something out for you guys. We just got done taking care of this deer. Got the quarters and everything hanging right there in the ultralight Ovis sacks, and it's still only 9 something. So we're gonna keep hunting our way out, and then I marked the spot on base map and then on our way back out to the truck, we'll be able to stop and pick it up. So, good morning, good shot. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels cold.
It's amazing what shooting a deer will do for your cold. Made him feel better.
Shoot deer live better.
So, we're going to slowly make our way out, see what else we can find. We just turned around. We're going to make our way back to Brody's deer. It's crazy. We walked probably 2 miles and seen a couple more deer, but have not seen a buck. With all the deer, all the does we've been seeing, I'm surprised. But you never know. The nice thing about walking on these old logging roads and looking at these clear cuts is you could turn around and walk back the exact same way and spot a deer. They might be cruising. They might have just been out of sight. They came over. They were down the hill and came up. So we're going to take our time. Just go slow and make it back to Brody's deer and pack it back up and see what else we can find.
Matt, 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 Matt.
Little buck came out of the tree. He would not stop. Dang it. That was close. He wasn't very big, but probably would have shot him if he gave me a good shot. We literally turned around a minute ago, came back, spotted that little buck, and he ended up coming and crossed right in front of us, but he wouldn't stop. Dang it. Like I said, he wasn't very big, but with one day, probably would have shot him. So maybe we'll get lucky and find another one up here.
Right there. He's right there.
Spike.
It was.
It's crazy. 2 seconds after I started, we just saw that other little buck came around the corner. There was a deer. It was a little spike. I mean, barely up past its ears. So it had about 100 yards, but it was literally on the road we just walked from. So it's pretty crazy to think that we walked there. 5 minutes later, we turned back, and there's 2 bucks. So we're gonna work our way up this a little ways farther and see if we'll spot something See if we can find that one buck. Like I said, it wasn't huge, but the other one I probably shot for sure. So we have a little change of plan. We just saw some more does. And looking on base map, I can see there, if we go back, we can hit this one logging road. It'll take us back up to the main road where we're parked. And so we're gonna hunt all the way up there to make a big loop back to where we're parked. Get some sandwiches and get Brody's backpack. And then we will hunt back down to where Brody's doe is. As soon as we get that done, then we'll make the same loop again. Because like I said, I mean, right where we walk back, there's deer. And there's so many does in this area. There's got to be some more bucks, I would guess. This doe right here is 60 yards away. Just standing there.
The other deer just ran up that hill.
And there's a two. One took off and this one's just standing there. Too bad it's not a buck. We'd be done. 4.5 hours later, finally see the vehicle. And I'm starving. Are you hungry? So, we're gonna get something to eat and drink. Might move the car down a little ways for it's easier before we come out. Brody's deer, so we're gonna make a big loop back down in there again. I'm gonna do a quick intermission here and announce the winner of last episode's giveaway for the phone scope. And the winner of that is Cameron Logan. Cameron, shoot us an email, switchbackoutdoors@tv@gmail. We'll get that phone scope heading your way. On today's episode, we are giving away the Black Ovis Anchor Point down jacket. Got it on right here. All you have to do to be entered into win this Black Ovis Anchor Point jacket is leave a comment on this episode and you're automatically entered to win this awesome jacket. If you guys remember, we did a gear review on this jacket a year ago. This is still the same jacket I've been wearing. Wore it all last year. Still looks brand new. So you really need to get one of these, so leave a comment on this episode. Also, you need to leave a comment on every episode of the Icon Tour of the Deer Species to be entered in to win the Sig Cross, Chamberlain 6.5 Creedmoore, and the Whiskey 6 scope. So leave a comment on this episode. Go back and leave a comment on all the other prior episodes if you haven't done so already, and you're entered in to win that. So thank you guys so much. Get back to this episode, and we'll see you guys next week. We went back and got warmed up and got something to eat, and now we decided to we're making the same loop, but instead of like this morning we started here, Brody shot his deer, we came up here. This time we're going to start in here, come back here, pick up his deer, and then go back. We had a long conversation. Brody was confused on how we were doing it. He thought we were going to pack the meat farther. And so we kind of went back and forth, and we're like, okay, this is what we're going to do. So we both decided going backwards will work out good. And then that way, we won't have to walk on the main road at all. Once we come up, we'll be right at the car. So we'll see. It's about 1:30. We got about 3 hours. 3 hours of light left, and we're just going to go really slow, painstaking slow, and see if we can spot a buck. Are you videoing?
Yeah.
We just got a buck. I'm pretty sure. We were just kind of slowly making our way, and I looked over, and I saw a deer, and it had antlers, not a big buck, but he kind of started trotting. I shot and hit him. It looked like took another shot.
Holy frick.
Oh yeah, we got blood.
Good blood.
Right over here. Holy crap, that happened fast.
That was a good shot, I guess. It looks like a good shot.
Look at that.
On the run. If this deer did not die, that would be insane.
He's dead right there.
Where?
I can see him in the bottom.
That's awesome.
Are you kidding me? I can see him dead right in the bottom of the creek right here.
It's crazy.
We were literally just walking slow. And that deer was maybe, I don't know, 60, 70 yards. And it took off and it started slowing down. And I just put it right on it and it just, and you guys can tell. I mean, there is blood. Well, obviously there's blood everywhere because he's dead right over there. I think he's like a little 3-point maybe.
It's good.
But
It's a buck though.
Oh, it's a buck. This is our last day. We came in here to try to get Brody a deer, and he filled the freezer with a doe this morning, and then we had other opportunities on easier deer for him, and I just can't believe it, honestly. I'm like,
That was so fast.
Brody's like, I don't know if I got video, and it was like,
I got video.
you did?
Yeah, I got video, but on the second shot.
Oh,
Because I was trying to turn on the camera.
when he was going away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first shot, I mean, didn't even need to shoot the second shot. But I was getting so nervous because this was my whitetail hunt for the 5 deer species. So that's 3 now, guys, and this is the way I wanted to do it. I definitely wanted more time to come up here with Brody and, like I said, friends last night and hang out and have a camp and do all that kind of stuff, but
This is better.
this is cool. I can't believe it, honestly. I can see him dead right there. He died in the creek. Tried to go across the creek and fell back into it.
That's pretty nice.
Right behind the shoulder.
Good shot.
Can't beat that. What a cool spot. You guys, I can't believe we did it. We have honestly never been to this area, never been anywhere remotely close. And this morning it was awesome to get Brody's deer. Right off the bat, you know, he made it happen so he wanted to fill his tag. And then as the day went on, we kept finding more deer. And then we went back, like I said, hung out, came back, and we're like, we're just gonna move really slow. Came over this little rise, and this buck was just standing there, and he started trotting off, and I shot and just hit him perfect. And he came down here and died in the creek. But this marks species number 3 off the list. And after my Columbia blacktail hunt, I wanted to get something down. Whitetail, I knew I could have went somewhere else, could have went down to Texas, could have did something like that. But I wanted to do something, you know, more just DIY. And in my home state of Idaho especially, it's even better. This is the first whitetail buck I've ever killed in Idaho. Really the first or second time I've ever really hunted them. Last year I guess we did a little bit, and can't thank Brody enough. He was my cameraman, and he's like, I don't know how good a video I got, and probably wasn't the best kill shot footage just because it was like down to crunch. This is our last evening. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I leave the day after, like early in the morning after Thanksgiving to go down and chase coos deer. So when this buck was there, I wasn't gonna miss the opportunity. And man, I'm happy. He's a little 4x4, and my first Idaho whitetail buck marks off the third species of the deer species. Still got to go get my Columbia blacktail. Got to still figure that out. Still got to get the coos. But what an awesome day. Last night we had no idea where we were going, what we were doing, anything like that, and we decided to this morning we just figured out where we were going to go. We were driving to another place and saw the tracks in the snow and decided to hunt all this, and we're the only ones out walking, and it paid off, because if you were riding a four-wheeler or anything like that, this buck would have been gone before you could even got off. So it worked out really well, and we got to get this thing broke down. We're going to pack it. We got to go over and get Brody's deer. So it's going to be a pretty heavy pack out of here, but it's well worth it. And can't thank you guys enough for watching and subscribe. If you guys haven't, hit subscribe and that alert bell. And man, thank you guys so much. It's the Icon 2 of the deer species, and this is the third one, whitetail. So lots more hunting for you guys. All right, getting this thing all loaded up. Got all the meat, and luckily I just had 2 bags, but I was able to get everything in there and get it loaded up here, and we'll be on the road. We got my buck all broke down, got it all loaded up. I'll take it, and then when we get over to Brody's deer, I'll load up another front and hind quarter, and Brody will take the front and hind and neck meat, back straps and inner tenderloins and everything. So it's about 3:20. Got about an hour and a half till dark, but we're gonna get cruising. We don't even have to be quiet or go slow now. We're tagged out. We are just getting back to Brody's deer. It's all hanging up good. Branch didn't break. And now I get a little Brody up with a pack. You excited for that?
Huh?
You excited to get loaded up? Heavy pack. So we're gonna get these things off this branch and get them in his pack, and then start heading up the hill. How's it feel?
Not too bad.
Got a long ways to go up the hill though, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be bad once we go up.
Now I've got Brody's one hind quarter, one front quarter on the back, just kind of jimmy rigged on there. And Brody's got all the rest, so he's got a good pack too. Now it's about 45 minutes till sunset, or till dark. And looking at base map, we've got, we might be able to just go walk straight this way. Or we might just want to stay on the road. I don't know, we'll decide. We're going to start walking though. Talk about an amazing day, guys. We are on the home stretch, and I'm going to be happy to take this pack off. It's pretty heavy. I don't think quite as heavy as the mule deer hunt this year, but not too far off, I think. So, Brody, did you have a fun day?
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to happen?
No.
I didn't think it was going to happen either. Honestly, first time just driving into a place, saw tracks, said let's go for it. Only thing it was really going for is no one really was walking it all day. So they were all just kind of driving around and pushing stuff, and we just got right in on them and got lucky. And pretty awesome to come up here and shoot 2 deer in a day. Pretty much this is our only full day we had to hunt. So, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So, now we got a long drive back home.
Everything is on like 3 o'clock.
Well, it's 4:15 local time, which would be 5:15 at home. So, we got a long ways to get back home to enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow.